Picture yourself hurtling down deserted highways, your favorite tracks blasting through the speakers as the sun dips below the horizon, casting a golden glow in your rearview mirror. Now, swap those empty roads for ones teeming with anomalies, your tunes for eerie radio signals, and the setting sun for swirling pocket hurricanes. Welcome to Ironwood Studios' Pacific Drive, a thrilling fusion of the mundane reality of car upkeep and the fantastical depths of a sci-fi world. In Pacific Drive, every journey is a test of your skill behind the wheel and your cunning. Thanks to the meddling of the scientific powerhouse ARD, the Pacific Northwest has become the Olympic exclusion zone, a mysterious enclave overrun by pulsating anomalies. Amidst this chaos, a handful of intrepid scientists continue their investigation into the enigmatic woodlands. As you assume the role of the enigmatic driver, a character with no voice, only actions, you find yourself propelled into this surreal landscape. Ever wondered, how did I end up here? Armed with a toolbox, your trusty station wagon, and the comforting chatter of the radio, you'll embark on a series of expeditions through Pacific Drive's captivating and otherworldly terrain. Each journey is a quest for answers, a repetitive yet enthralling exploration of the unknown. Introducing your carpanion. More than just a regular dealership find, it's become my closest confidant on the road. Bound to the driver by mysterious forces, our destinies are intertwined. The welfare of our trusty, albeit rusty, steed holds equal weight to our own. Every collision with a tree that cracks our windshield sends a shiver down my spine, as if feeling the damage myself. And when it's time for repairs, it's a labor of love back at our headquarters, the garage, run by the ever-present Oppie, a former ARDA scientist turned radio guide. The garage is our sanctuary. Here, amidst the clutter of lockers, gadgets, and vintage computer terminals, we breathe life back into our four-wheeled companion. With resources gathered during our journeys, we gradually transform the garage from a mere pit stop into a cherished refuge, a place of safety amidst the chaos. Pacific Drive is a world teeming with challenges, where survival hinges on mastering countless systems and metrics. Alongside ensuring our own survival, we must tend to the needs of our vehicle, monitoring fuel levels, battery life, tire wear, and the inevitable wear and tear inflicted by the unforgiving landscape. Each crack in the window, each dent in the panel, each missing door demands our attention, requiring specific tools and scavenged materials. With every outing, we compile a mental shopping list of necessities, each item checked off a small victory. While the satisfaction of overcoming these challenges is immense, Pacific Drive occasionally stumbles over the fine line between captivating immersion and overwhelming complexity. Nonetheless, its quirky haven, brimming with lockers, gadgets, and retro computer stations, serves as an anchor in this atmospheric world, grounding us amidst the chaos. It's not just about finding what you need. You'll need to navigate a minefield of dangers and gather enough energy to warp back to safety before the next storm hits. Your car, much like a character in its own right, develops quirky traits that can wreak havoc during a high-pressure escape. Picture Herbie, with its mischievous antics, like popping the hood to block your view or shutting off the engine at the most inconvenient times. But unlike Herbie, you can't just scold your car into behaving. Instead, you'll have to return to the garage and tackle a series of puzzle prompts at the Tinker Station to banish its quirks. For instance, if your radio inexplicably insists on parking the car, you'll need to input radio plus stays on plus shifter plus toggles into the console and hope for the best. It's a novel concept that injects some welcome silliness into your adventures. Yet, while deciphering these quirks is an entertaining challenge, being stuck with an unsolvable one can be a frustrating momentum killer, testing my patience to its limits when all I wanted was to hit the road again. But downtime in the garage isn't all bad. It's a chance to regroup, strategize for the next excursion, and craft upgrades that will bolster your chances of survival. From fortified doors to specialized off-road wheels tailored to your driving style, each enhancement serves a purpose beyond mere functionality. And as you brave the wilderness time and time again, you'll unlock the detailing section, allowing you to personalize your vehicle's appearance. Scattered throughout abandoned structures and RDA backpacks, you'll stumble upon decals and trinkets to add flair to your dashboard. Whether it's bobbleheads, antennas, or stickers, you can deck out your ride until it perfectly reflects your style. Just brace yourself for the inevitable mishaps that come with the territory, like watching your freshly painted door go flying off as you careen over a cliff. Pacific Drive stands shoulder to shoulder with other eerie psychological thrillers set in the enigmatic landscapes of the Pacific Northwest, drawing upon the region's eerie essence to send shivers down your spine. Much like the unsettling atmospheres of Twin Peaks and Alan Wake, this game weaves a tapestry of suspense that keeps you perpetually on edge. Even the occasional sun-drenched drive offers little solace, as dense fog, strange neon vegetation, and looming tree shadows conspire to keep you on high alert, anticipating the next unsettling anomaly. The devil is in the details, heightening the atmosphere to new heights. Abandoned ARDA trailers, engulfed in pulsating goo, serve as eerie relics of a bygone era, often holding lost transmissions and intriguing logs that underline the desolation of the zone. Yet, for all its moody ambiance, the absence of human interaction eventually wears thin, despite the sporadic yet compelling radio broadcasts. As the grind for resources becomes routine, a yearning for something, or someone, to disrupt the monotonous cycle sets in. Before long, I found myself bestowing sentimental names upon the various objects in the garage as I methodically sorted through my inventory. That dumpster out back, spewing forth items like a sentient creature? I christened it Grover. Fortunately, Pacific Drive boasts a colorful array of monstrous anomalies, serving as its supporting ensemble, each with designs so bizarrely captivating, they practically beg you to take a closer look. But heed the warning. The closer you inch toward these enigmatic entities, the greater the peril you face. Take, for instance, the hovering abductor, a creature fashioned from traffic lights and oozing goo, its pale blue glow luring unsuspecting travelers like a siren's song. Yet, as you draw nearer, that friendly hue morphs into a deep, ominous red, signaling imminent danger. Once ensnared, the abductor wastes no time in pursuing its prey, either seizing you or your vehicle and dragging you into a maze of hazards and calamities. And that's just one member of this eclectic cast. Other adversaries include explosive test dummies that doggedly track your movements when you're not looking, and patches of energy that wreak havoc on your steering, sending you careening off course. With such a diverse rogues gallery, there's never a shortage of challenges to overcome. Despite the impressive world building, the foreboding atmosphere sometimes takes a back seat to the overwhelming number of tasks you must juggle. Vague mission objectives and elusive materials often turn planning a progression run into a nerve-wracking endeavor. I recall one particularly hazardous attempt to cross into the mid-zone of the map, where unforeseen obstacles left me battered and beleaguered, unable to return with my hard-earned loot intact. What should have been a routine trip back home turned into a harrowing ordeal, causing me to lose all my progress due to factors beyond my control. While I relished the challenge, these frustrating aspects of Pacific Drive detracted from an otherwise meticulously crafted and intentionally challenging experience. Triumph can be an arduous journey, but oh, how it sweetens the taste of victory. Laden with loot and lore, clawing your way out of a raging storm to be embraced by the welcoming glow of the teleportation beam feels positively electrifying. And when you realize that your efforts before the daring escape have paved the way to a thrilling new frontier, the sensation is nothing short of euphoric. In a world where even the most basic resources are scarce, returning unscathed from the brink of death merits a hearty pat on the back, akin to that of a proud father. Yet, the repetitive cycle that dominates the mid-game of Pacific Drive takes its toll on the narrative's momentum. The story revolves around a trio of scientists grappling with the delicate balance between work and life amidst a hallucinatory nightmare. A premise rich with potential for a survival game. However, the emotional resonance of these themes fell short of my expectations. While the game does tie up some loose ends by the time the credits roll, It fails to delve into the most intriguing concepts that had been swirling in my mind throughout the journey. Ultimately, Pacific Drive concludes in a manner that feels constrained by the conventions of the survival genre, rather than fully embracing the richly crafted world that had captivated me for over 20 hours leading up to its climactic finale.